Witches! It's me, Luna, on the kind of rainy day that I was just last night talking about. I can't wait until we get these wonderful spring rainy days. Well, we've got one, and I've been doing stuff all day, but somehow I've not managed to get anything done. And I'm just kind of blah, but the big thing, the big news here is I am officially out of decks. I am officially out of unboxable divination decks. So, there's a list below. There's my Amazon wish list. Shoot me one of them damn decks, and you will get a reading from me. In the meantime, I do have some oddballs that aren't really divination tools, but they come in the form of a card deck. So I am going to mess around with those and show you a couple of them today that I just recently got. But yeah, it's been one of those days. I mean, here I am in my starry robe. It's just been one of those drink tea and don't get anything done kind of days. You see my mountain of tassels back there because I'm still working on the kits. It's just, yeah. So let's, what are we going to spend some time on today? Two little things that I added, when I was getting something on Amazon and I saw them and they were like, $10 or something. I think one of them might have been less than $10. But it was like, yeah, hey, what the hell, that's worth finding out what it's about to me. So I'm going to start with this one because it's smaller. Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams by Priestess Moon. And we've got this lovely pentagram and crescent moons. This is Rockpool Publishing. This 40-card mini deck features a combination of medieval amulets, Celtic charms, alchemical glyphs, and sigils, along with an explanation of how each symbol can help manifest your desires. And right away, so we've got, come on, got our little, wait. There we go. How to use the cards. Use these cards to boost your spell work or carry a chosen card to achieve your goals. Lay out your cards, light a candle in front of you, and focus on the desired outcome for excellent results. And you can see it's got that kind of matte finish that's very lovely. It's velvety, and when you have the velvety and then something shiny next to it, it's very pleasing to look at. The backs. And yes, I will zoom in for you. Perhaps a little more. There. Right. Not numbered. Truthfully, I don't remember. I've gone through them. I don't remember if they've been shuffled or mixed or what comes first or what comes last. It doesn't really matter is the answer to that, because you notice there's no book. It's just, pick a card and use it to do stuff. Light a candle, do stuff. Now, having done henna body art, this would have really appealed to me when I was still doing it. I love sigils and symbols, and henna body art is a great way to place something on your body where you're going to see it often. And, while I'm at it here, let's talk about spell work. The more areas of your brain you engage when you're doing energetic work, visualization work, all other words for spell work, the more potent it's going to be. So you want the verbal part engaged, and you want the nonverbal symbolic part engaged. You want, the musical part engaged and the visual part engaged, and just visualizing in your brain engages that visual part. But you can do it, on paper. You want the tactile, you want all of your senses engaged. So this is why we burn particular incenses. I mean, they have attributes, but burning incense itself attaches a particular smell to a spell and engages that part of your brain, which is a really old part of your brain. So yeah, when you put something on your skin, and henna is non-permanent, but it can stay on your skin long enough for a habit to be formed, or a spell to really take root in your mind. And one of the things that's great about henna is there's a smell to it as well. And depending on what oils you put in it, I mean, my henna smells like a dream. And instantly, if either one of my kids smell, it'll be like, it's henna. And the henna itself has a smell that I find pleasing. So, and the smell stays in your skin with the stain. Very interesting. So using something like this to draw something on the skin while you're visualizing and chanting and, watching, feeling, all those things together is a potent spell. All right, so let's take a look. Wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. The tree of life, true wisdom in making good choices in life. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership and good friends, as opposed to unhappy love or happy hate. That's just kind of interesting. A joyful, stable partnership and good friends. So one imagines you put your own initials there, not just J and K. JK. Protection, strong protective magic for the family and the home. See, things like this are wonderful. In India, there's a tradition called Rangoli, and it is like henna designs. Of course, it's all, the same artistic vocabulary over there in Indian culture. And women will go outside of their door. I think it's outside the door. It might be in their like puja room, and they use colored flowers, like rice flowers, but colored flowers and powders, and draw a design on the floor with them. And then throughout the day, it gets walked on. And, in Buddhism, it's that statement of impermanence. I'm going to do something like sand mandalas, and they make this gorgeous thing, and then the ceremony is to destroy this thing, that it really hits you right in the attachment, But anyway, to do something like this, to even take colored chalk, if your kids have colored chalk, you have a particular thing, draw it outside on the sidewalk, If you've got kids at home, somebody's going to look at that and probably think, the kids are drawing, But anyway, abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. And if you can see, it says, come on. You know how stubborn I am. Oh, for crying in a bucket. Take my word for it, it says abracadabra. This has been like my day has been going. So last live stream, my OBS decided to dump any connection with audio stuff, my microphones, my speakers, and my desktop. And today it decided to dump one of my cameras. Anyway, goddess, healing feminine energy. That's the... Could make those arms a little smaller. Anyway, star, an 8-point star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. Now, it's worth looking up images of stars. If you get Barbara Walker's Women's Dictionary of Symbols and Sacred Objects, she has like a chapter for single-pointed symbol, 2-point, 3-point, 4-point. You can't do a 2-point star; it's a line. But anyway, and talks about what all the different ones stand for. Okay. Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. That's like the Deathly Hallows. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. That's a very interesting, that would be easy to draw. The challenge here, drawing-wise, is that circle, of course. But tracing is always allowed. On target, follow your ideal life path. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. I like that. Labyrinth. That's going to be fun to draw. Holy shit. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. That's pretty cool. Water, work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. I hope we have the rest of the elements. Perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Looks like a plant growing, doesn't it? And then a crescent moon. Insight, opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. And look at how just these symbols are created. I don't know the source of them. That they don't look familiar to me, like I haven't seen them in another book on magic. Doesn't mean they don't exist that way. But I'm just looking at how it's been depicted of insight. Here's an eye inside of a circle, so an inner eye. But the arrows are pointing out. So it talks about looking outward. Now I want to see one with the arrows pointing in. And what would you do? Make like a big eye and then inside the pupil, the arrows pointing in like it's an iris? I think that's what I would do. Fairy magic. I'm going to set that one aside because I'm going to tell my son about that idea. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goal. There's earth. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises, and promotions. So you can tell this was printed in Australia or in England, English-speaking land. I don't know if those are supposed to be letters. Love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. Mystic star, harmony in the home, and great friendships. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is a 7-point star. Or a septagon, I guess. No, that doesn't work. It's a 7-point star. Power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Okay. The way when I was doing my lotus purses, like decades ago, a couple of decades ago, there was a pattern that I was making, and I made it with 7 pockets instead of 8, and each one of the pockets was a different color, and it was the rainbow. And this huge leaf just came floating down. And I sewed a 7-pointed star in the middle, and I was just trying to remember how it went. Anyway, power symbol. This is a Reiki symbol. That's a Reiki symbol. Very interesting. Cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. I'm kind of sad that it's not attributed. Triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. All right, hang on one hot second. Sorry, I'm getting an itchy nose. Okay, air. Work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Oh, hey, looky here. Prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. Ooh, that's interesting. Trinka 5. Trinka. It must mean triple. Manifesting money and income. A lot of these bear looking up. They certainly bear Googling before you go ahead and use them, is the recommendation I would give. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. Little luxuries generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. One enchanted evening, the perfect night. Dragonfly. Ooh, so simple and so evocative. As soon as you look at it, you bring light to the world. Felix Felicitas. Walking that line. Power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. Self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Got the A and the M there again. At least that's how I'm seeing those shapes. The elements. This is actually the symbol of earth in astrology. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. And now my left eye is itching. Okay. What's the left eye mean? Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Safe and happy travel protection from harm when journeying. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So very interesting little deck. And I mean, you could shuffle them up and say, you know, should I do today? But you know what? Don't water your magic down by just randomly doing something for the hell of it. What makes magic potent is the energy that you invest in it, the emotional energy. And if it's just like, you know, what the hell, let's try this, that's not going to generate a lot of emotional energy. And what may happen is nothing. And then you're going to think your magic doesn't work. So this is fantastic, good fortune and lucky chances. All right. Sure, I will set that in a prominent place, and we'll put these back in here. Come on. There it is. Okay, now check this. Practical Witch's Spell Deck, 100 spells for love, happiness, and success. And again, this little snappy box. I guess, I need to be careful where I'm at because I'm really zoomed in here and I keep forgetting. So 100 spells for love, happiness, and success by Running Press. This is $12.95 in the US of A. That means this one was $9.99. Add joy and magic to your daily life with this pocket-sized spell deck with spells and incantations to infuse your life with passion, love, wealth, good health, and abundance. This charming collection also includes a 48-page mini book perfect for anyone with a penchant for the magical, not intended for children. Interesting to see that. And, on something small like this, I could see how somebody would think, oh, this is really cute Harry Pottery stuff. No, this is real shit. All right, so inside this box, and that can be opened from here, because this doesn't give you access. This is the box inside that you have to open to actually get to the cards. There we go. I hate this kind of plastic. I'm always afraid of plastic cuts. And then here is the little book. The 48-page mini book. In it we have Introduction, the Art of Practical Witchcraft. And this is copyright 2019, a Running Press miniature edition. Okay. The Practical Witch's Toolkit, charging your ritual tools with magic, setting up your altar. The Practical Witch's Herbal Healing Guide. Wow, that's a lot for 48 pages, huh? And I don't see any author's name. So this was cobbled together by someone, doing some research. And as you see, you can pull the little book right out of there. It's just the back cover is tucked under there. So you can pull it right out and make life a hell of a lot easier for yourself. Wow, I'm just looking at this. Oh, there we go. Written by Cerridwen Greenleaf. This book has been bound using handcraft methods, and smith sewn to ensure durability. SMYTH. Designed by Amanda Richmond, illustrations by Mara Penny, written by Cerridwen Greenleaf. Okay, so I'm curious about the herbal thing here. All right, it goes by sign. Plants carry potent energy you can use to amplify your magical workings. Be sure to make use of your own astrological chart in working with these plants so you maximize the healing potential and get the full benefit of their inherent magic. All right, I already have a problem. Aries, carnation, cedar, clove, cumin, fennel, juniper, peppermint, pine. Okay, so use your astrological chart, but it doesn't say anything about look up how to use the herbs. Are we talking, in a sachet, as an incense, as a tea, as a tincture, internally, externally? I got a big problem with that. I'm glad at least that they have not intended for children. But, what if somebody decides to eat some cedar? Make cedar tea, All right. So, the peril with these sorts of sets is that you're taking something powerful like witchcraft and you are making it, checkout line easy. Let's just grab this little book like I did when I was in high school. They used to have these little books for $1. Oh, God, I wish I still had this book. And I remember having one on astrology, and I bought one. It was pink, and it had a little black cat on it, long-haired black cat, and there was candles and stuff. And it was a little book on witchcraft for $1. And the only thing I remember from it is you were supposed to, if there was a guy that you were really into, you would go and touch him. You needed to touch him. I don't know if it was anywhere or on the head, but I think it might have been on the head or someplace without him knowing, and say, hands set him on fire with the wildest desire. Great shit for teenagers to be playing with, huh? Thank God it didn't work. All right, so here's this deck of cards. It's junker, not to be, to do readings with. And if you'll notice, these are altar spells. So this first group is altar spells. Then we have everyday spells. Let's see how many we get of each of these. Here. Next group is everyday spells. There's more of those, which makes sense because, every day. Here. Then we have healing spells. And then house. I think what I'm going to do is separate these categories, and then I will take one from each and read it to you. Everyday healing, house, and the next group, HIJKL, guess what that is? Love spells. There we go. House, love. Oh my God, of course there's a lot of those. And right after L comes what? M for money. Money. And then moon. The last couple are like impossible to separate. Oh my God. And you can't see what I'm doing. Moon. Okay, so money, moon, and that's the last category. All right. Let's start with altar spells. Okay, sunrise spell. Float a rose in a clear bowl of water and light a pink candle beside the bowl. With your left hand, gently stir the water in the bowl and say, "These waters cleanse my soul and being. Now with a clear mind and heart I am seeing. I am love. My heart is as big as sky and earth. From the east to the west, love universal gives life its worth. Blessings to all, so mote it be." Wow. I mean, it's keep the blessing bowl on your kitchen altar for 3 days and 3 nights. If you live in a dry climate, the water will be gone by then. All right, so now I'm curious, do they talk about how to dress a candle? Let's look at Art of Practical Witchcraft. It talks about... All right. Let's let them tell us what their motivation is. Magic resides inside of us. It is our deepest personal power, and we are all born with it. You can tap into this magic by approaching it in a conscious way through your thoughts and actions. Practical witchcraft is purposeful to heal a loved one, to bring about prosperity, and to imbue your home with positivity. This is the energy we draw upon each and every day of our lives. The goal of this ritual is to bring about needed change, and in the case of practical witchery, it is changes for the better in your life, your home, your family, and your community. It is how we make things better for ourselves, for the people in our lives, and for our world. From an inner place of intention, we're working to usher in a world of peace, love, health, and spirituality. Well, they're certainly keeping the vibe high. With life's increasingly frenetic pace, a magical approach to living is more important now than ever before. Think of the spells and rituals in this kit as pagan prescriptions for the 21st century, guaranteed to banish stress, ease tension, and add comfort, joy, and enchantment to your daily life. Blessed be. Okay. Now, the Practical Witch's Toolkit, about sacred space and cleansing and purifying tools. And then it talks about keep them clean, clear, and positive, but it doesn't really say how to do that. Always cleanse and purify. Okay, athame, pronounced athame, athame. Your magical knife. Ritual knives are blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's not used for cutting. Should be black, dark handle, bowline. Okay, differently than I've seen it spelled, but you know. A wand, how to cut a wand, a book of shadows, the broom, cauldrons, magic cord, 9 feet long, measured after braiding, braided and tied into a loop at one end to represent feminine energy and left loose or frayed at the opposite end to signify the complementary male energy. That's very cool. Talking about stringing beads onto it. You can use clear quartz crystals. The rope binds magic to you and is ideally made from strands of red wool or ribbon. Okay. Blessing bowl. Wands. Charging your ritual tools with magic. Okay. You should consecrate each of your tools. In this ritual, you're dedicating yourself and your tools. Every time you acquire a new tool, perform this rite. You'll need an object to represent each of the 4 elements. Okay, and examples. Take the tool and pass it through the scented smoke of incense and say, "Now inspired with the breath of air, pass it swiftly through the flame, burnished by fire, purified by water, empowered by earth." Hold the tool before you with both hands. Imagine an enveloping warm white light purifying the tool. My white light is more blue-white. Now say, steeped in spirit and bright with light, place the cleansed tool upon your altar. By craft made and by craft charged and changed, this tool, fill in the actual name, Athame, Bowling, whatever, I will use for the purpose of good in this world and in the realm of the gods and goddess. I hereby consecrate this tool, and then give it its name. That's nice. Okay, that's very nice. How to set up your altar. All right. Now, there's the sunrise spell, and that was part of altar spells. Now, everyday spells. Let's cut and take a look at one of these charm boxes. Spell work during medieval times involved boxes for love, health, fertility, and the home. And in the fields, it was used for prosperity and changes of luck in more modern times. Changes of luck. Period. In more modern times, a young woman's hope chest might contain her wishes, intentions, and materials for a happy marriage. You can make your own charm boxes, also known as spell boxes, very easily. A job or career spell box should contain aventurine or peridot stones, patchouli incense, green candles, and ferns. You can make a psychic spell box with cloves, rosemary, amethyst, and quartz crystals. I would make these mirror boxes because that would magnify, way magnify whatever you put in it. A good love spell box contains a pink candle, rose petals, 2 pieces of rose quartz, and 2 copper pennies. Okay. So just, nice little snippets of information. A clarity infusion. All right, healing spells. Elemental magic, wind. I do want to look at just the names of some more of these too. Wind is a harbinger of change. The west wind is especially potent for healing, while the south wind is known to bring new beginnings. You can carry this powerful instrument with you wherever you go by capturing the wind in a white cloth bag. While standing facing the wind, say this spell. Brother wind, around us you blow. All that is sad in this life with you go. After the storm, I stand in the rain. I thank you now for all that I gain. With harm to none, the spell is begun. That's a sweet little spell. It's very rhythmic and it rhymes. A couple of the ones I've read in here start to do like a rhythmic rhyming thing and then they fall apart and it bothers me. But yeah, the more rhythmic and rhyming a spell is, the better. Tie the bag with a blue ribbon. Whenever you see a situation that could use a change for the better, you can pour forth some of the winds of positive change. You could use a jar too. Absolutely. And I mean, is that a healing spell? It's just a spell for change. I love it. There's one called I Feel Pretty. Purification ritual, dream mist potion, blessing bath. I hope this, lavender, chamomile, orange oil, and distilled spring water. Blessing bath, elemental magic wind. That's the one we read. Herbal healing essence. No more stress spell. And it's talking about herbs here. When you're feeling unwell, stressed, or fatigued, when you have a case of the blues, dose yourself with a teaspoon or dropper of one of the following floral essence remedies. Okay, so these are flower essences. Lunar libation. And that's an ambrosial brew with the power to calm any storm. Add a sliver of ginger root and a pinch each of chamomile and peppermint to a cup of hot black tea. Before you drink, pray. This day I pray for calm, for health, and the wisdom to see the beauty of each waking moment. Blessings abound, so mote it be. This is great because you don't have to come up with them, So you can look for, being familiar with what's in here. And when you need it, you've got a nice spell. And you can tweak them. If it doesn't quite rhyme, you can tweak it and make it rhyme. Peace, love, and healing. Wednesday wisdom. Okay. During a waning moon on Wednesday. Skin preserving potion. Okay, then we got house spells. Your home is your temple spell. And now my left ear is ringing like mad. Okay. So the goddess side of my body is just going off today. It's probably just my hypersensitivity. Banishing broom spell. Good housekeeping spell. Reclaiming your space ritual. Housewarming spell. Sweeping change. Oh, yes. Using your brain. We used to start some rituals when I was running my temple, and we would get together and we would do a bitch and sweep. So I would just like define a small circle in the middle and tell everybody just out loud, bitch everything that you need to let go of into that circle, that you're ready to be gone, you know. And we bitched into the center of the circle, and then somebody would sweep it out the door. And then I took to doing something from a Native American tradition called a burden basket, where you write down your burdens, because some things are our burdens and they're not ready to be let go, and we can't just kick them out the door. So you'd put, you know, your burdens on there, put it in this basket. And then good form and good manners was you have to go reclaim your burdens and don't leave them for somebody else to deal with. Okay, blissful bed blessing, sweet dream spell, bowl of plenty, house magic, space clearing incense, Saturday sanctuary spell. Yeah, these are great. Okay, lots of love spells. Okay, grow your own earthly delights, elixir of love. Temple of love. Now, I would say, in general, love spells can be some of the messiest things ever. I speak from experience. I will never tell you the story. And they have a place, and that is between two people who are already bonded, or, you know, in a relationship, or it's looking that way, you know. The last thing on earth you want to do to start a relationship off is by usurping the other person's will, or using means that they don't know about, you know, to bend them to you. That's my opinion. Grow your own earthly delights, temple of love. So something like temple of love, you know, to have a place like that for you and your partner. Set up a small table and cover it with a red scarf or cloth. Adorn it with objects that signify love. Red candles, ruby-colored bowls, roses. They like bowls, and I'm liking that too. Roses, a statue of Venus or Adonis, whatever stirs your feelings and senses. Give the area a good smudging with sage. Let's call that a smoke purification with sage, to purify the space, to refresh it for new beginnings. Anoint your candles with oil of neroli, gardenia, rose, or any scent that is redolent of romance to you. Light the candles and speak aloud. This room is my temple, my altar to love. I light the flame, I fan the flame. Each candle I burn is a wish. I desire and will be desired in return, and so it is. Wow, that's nice, because it's not pointed at anybody. It's a spell to generate love and to increase love in your life. And I like that. Okay. And if you have, you know, nothing is better to start if you need to increase love in your life. Nothing is better than to do a spell to fall in love with your own life and fall in love with yourself. And I recently ran across some perfumes that I wore when I was in high school. And those were like my smells. And I opened them up and got just such a rush of myself in those days, and, you know, young and whatever, so full of myself. And you can use those smells, you know, if they bring up positive associations and parts of yourself that are, you know, you've felt were long gone. It's great to use things like that. Okay, Song of the Siren spell, Friday Rite of Venus, Honey Love Tonic, and it's for you to sip. Charms for love, luck be quick, luck be kind, and by lucky 7, good luck will be mine, blessed be. Another charm for luck in love. Okay. 7 tiny rose quartz stones and put them on your windowsill during a full moon for 7 hours. Then pick up the stones. While holding them in the palm of your hand, speak this wish spell aloud. So, I like spells that are multi-layered, that you have to go through several steps, or that have to unfold over time, because if it's something you shouldn't be doing, it gives your guides more time to get in the way. And by the way, when you are doing spell work, there are certain spells that we know we can do and it's no problem at all, and working on ourselves, have at it. But if you're in any way looking to influence outer things, it's always a good idea to talk to your guides and give them permission to block you if you've suddenly just lost your mind and you're playing in somebody else's yard where you shouldn't be. I'm trying to think of specifics, but I know there have been times when I'm trying to do something and I can't get the candle lit, or just something goes wrong, something interrupts me, something whatever. And that's a signal from my guides. You shouldn't be doing that. Like I said, I can't really come up with it was a long, long time ago. But since I put them there, I just don't do spell work very easily, you guys. It takes a lot. I usually get things moving the way I need it to go, all on my own. Anyway, money spells. And my own brain is calling me a rank liar. Okay. Because I need to do some spell work now. I have some big things that I need to move out. Okay. And, when I say that, I mean, when I do new and full moon rituals, that's spell work. I am doing spell work a couple times a month. Most of the time, it's just devotional work. It's not as often that I have something very specific that I want to work on. I just harness the full moon energy, channel it for the highest good and healing and everything, and just kind of shift energy in general without really, pointing it at something. Make your own money bag, grow your own prosperity, ring of power. It's a charm bracelet. Okay, let's read that one. Most people don't realize that the classic charm bracelet is decorated with magical symbols representing the wearer's wishes. For wealth, wear a Roman coin on your bracelet. For love, try a heart. For protection, a pure silver ring worn on the right pinky has the greatest magical power, especially when engraved with your birth sign or astrological glyph and the sacred pentagram. To instill the ring with protective power, clasp it over your heart and call out, "Ring of power, shield and encircle me, blessed be." Cauldron money magic, a spell for wealth. All right, let's do that. On any Thursday or on the new moon, light your altar candle at midnight and burn frankincense and myrrh incense. Anoint your third eye with essential oil and pray aloud. This offering I make as my blessing to all, greatest of gods, Lord Jove of the sky. From you all heavenly gifts do fall. Most generous of all, you never deny. To you I am grateful, so mote it be. Hey, it's Thursday. Sweet. All right, and I'm going to start growing some trees here too. Apple and cherry. In Celtic lore, this is the giving tree. In Celtic lore, they were called wishing trees, and Taoists referred to them as money trees. Plant one in your yard, or pot one for your home or office. Choose from among these magical trees, or trust your intuition in arboreal matters. Cherry is for romance, peach for love magic, willow for healing and broken hearts, apple for divination and spell work, oak for strength and lust, olive for peace, aspen for sensitivity, and eucalyptus for purification. Cool. Then look at all the moon spells. This is definitely the biggest category. I don't know. Yep. Maybe every day has one more. Anyway. These, I find that they're a little stuck together. You can hear them kind of going when I do that. Okay, soulmate spell, divining decisions. So this is how to use a pendulum. Sun moon spell. Okay, I'm going to read that one. New moon candle consecration. Okay. Never does tell you just how to dress a candle, but, you know, not everybody does that, I guess. New Moon Flower Power, White Light of Love. Precious Stones, New Moon Floral Protection Charm, Prophetic Dreams, Moon Magic Money Bath. So that could go in either category. Air Augury Conjuration, Incantation for Insight and Inspiration. Okay, let's look at this Sun Moon spell. Light a candle that will conjure the energy you desire in your life and hold it in your hand as you say aloud, daughters under this sun, sisters under this moon. On this day we receive your blessings. Sun God, bold and bright, Moon Goddess, great and good, we thank you for the days to come, harm to none, blessings to all. Place the candle on your altar and let it burn for at least 5 minutes. When you tamp out the candle flame, visualize the blessings to come. So nice. And do you see the backs of the cards, that they're all different? So we've got a pentagram on the altar spells. We've got everyday spells, and there's a honeybee. The borders are the same. Here we've got like a little teapot or tea kettle. This for the healing spells. The house spells just shows more plants and flowers. Love spells has a heart. Money has coin. Moon has a moon. I'm surprised they didn't make it a waxing moon. But there you go. I mean, interesting, huh? Interesting little things. I'm glad that they were a little different than I thought they would be. The spell deck isn't. The black deck, I thought there would be, you know, maybe a little book or something to go with it. But for, you know, $12 and $10, what the heck? All right, you guys, go hit that wish list, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit all them buttons, damn. And if you are watching this on a Friday, I will see you tomorrow for a live stream prayer circle. And if you're not watching it, I usually drop around 4 videos per week, 2 lives and 2 in the can. So check out my back catalog. There's a shit ton of stuff there. If you feel like sending me a donation, I appreciate everything you do. If you feel like really learning astrology from an astrologer, hit my Patreon. I'm dropping big lessons every month, and you join now, you get like 4 lessons all at once, depending on when you're watching this, of course. I just can't get the hang of the fucking evergreen video. I can't do it. Everything is time sensitive. So, you know, what am I going to do? Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And here's to more decks on their way. I hope. Until then, it's the Zen Witch. Blessed be.